Hi, this is Rachelle, and I'm going to show you how to add graphics or backgrounds to your printable inserts. And I'm going to be focusing on PDFs. So ordinarily, I would use Adobe Acrobat, but I know not everyone has that. So I wanted to try and find something that was free and simple to use that most people can get their hands on. And so I chose canva.com. I don't use Canva a lot. I use it sparingly here and there. I did a little bit of research to see if this was possible, and it is. So we're going to walk through and learn about this together. I already have a Canva account, so I have logged into my account. And the first thing I need to do is upload the insert that I want to work with. So over here on the top right, I clicked upload, and then you can drop your file in or browse and find it on your computer. So I've already browsed, found the file that I want. So I've already uploaded the file. I'm going to go over here to projects and then scroll down under designs, which is where it uploaded it. I'm not sure why, but that's where it is. And I'm going to be using parts of the faith planner that I designed for Cella Creates. So I'm going to open this. This is 14 pages. I don't need all of the pages. I think I only want to work with the monthly calendar, which is page 1 and 2, and then page 3 and 4, which is the weekly. Everything else I think I can get rid of. So I'm going to try and delete all of those pages. It seems very slow also in Canva with this. So let's see if deleting some of these pages will solve the issue with the speed. So I've deleted the pages that I need to delete. I'm going to go back to uploads, and I don't see anything that I want to use here. So I want to use this file that I've edited from Cella Creates to create my background. So this is, I converted the PDF into a ping. So when I go to uploads, I'm going to upload files and find the file that I want to upload. So this Strong Girls from Cella Creates. Now I don't want to put all of these girls on this insert. I just want to use one. So what I'm going to do is use this crop option, and I'm just going to drag to the doll that I want to use. Sometimes this might not work as well as you would think because of the way the dolls are positioned, but so far this is going to work great. So I chose the one here with the shades on, and I'm going to click done. So it cropped everything else out. Now I'm just going to position it where I want it to fall on the insert. And you will lose resolution, meaning that the quality of the image will decrease by doing what I'm about to do. However, it's not going to really matter because you want this to be pushed to the background anyway. If you were printing this image as a sticker, then you would not do this. It's not a good idea to enlarge images. You can always go smaller, but you should never go bigger. But in this case, I'm going bigger because rules. So I want her to take up most of the space on the bottom of this insert. And again, I'm just going to kind of scoot her down, line her up with the edge of the insert. And I don't know why my cropping is messed up, but I'm going to fix it here. Make sure that nobody else is showing. So that's done. Now we don't want her taking up the spaces for the monthly. She should be a somewhat of a watermark in the background for for the look that I'm going for. So what I'm going to do is try and lighten her. So apparently I could just right click and do replace background, and that's the look that you would get, but that's not the look that I'm going for, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to work on her transparency up here in the right hand corner where these icons are. I'm going to lighten her to, let's try 40%. Let's go ahead and lighten her a little bit more. Let's go down to 36. All right. So she's done on that insert. You could put another doll or whatever element you want here in the background if you so choose. On the back page, so this is the front, this is the back. Let's use another doll. And I'm thinking I want to use, I'm trying to pick one that I'm going to be able to crop properly. So let's do crop. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get her, but let's try it. Done. And I'm going to move her over here, make her a little bigger. Let's see, I'm going to line her up here. I think. Then I'm going to go adjust the transparency to 36 for her too. And there we go. So let's do the same thing for the weeklies. Let's pull in the image. Which one do I want to use? I don't like to make these bigger like this, but let's see. And then let's make her a little bigger. Move her over and let's change her transparency to 36 as well. I think 36, 30 might even be a little better to use, but I'm going to stick with 36 for now. So then with this one, I kind of want to, let's do crop and let's use her if I can squeeze her in without the other girl being in the picture. Looks like I'm not going to be able to, but let's try it anyway. And let's make her a little bit bigger so we can see. Now here I'm going to flip her around because I want her to be facing the other way. So I'm going to use the flip option, flip horizontal, and voila, she gets flipped around. And that way I can put her up against the edge of the line because I had to cut off a bit of her hair. Let's see. So that, let's see. So that that doesn't show. However, I could use some electronic or digital whiteout and cover that up. Let's try that. So we flipped her around. Now we want to cover up this little piece because I can't include all of her without including part of another doll. So I'm going to go to Elements, Lines and Shapes, See All, and I just want a square, a simple square or rectangle or whatever to cover this up. I'm just going to place it on top of what I'm trying to hide. And I'm using the up and down arrow, left and right arrow to move this around. And let's see if we can change the color. Here we go. White. And there we go. Okay, so that's covered up. Now let's change her transparency to 36. And you can make these big or small. I tend to go big, so yeah. And if there's any other elements, florals, anything like that, you can add those too. So that is how you can add your own backgrounds to your printable inserts. So you could even do a full background, something like this, and choose the replace background, and it would cover the whole insert. And then if that's too dark, I'm not sure it's going to let you lighten it without lightening the rest of the insert. If you need a lighter background, then I would just select it, change the transparency to whatever you need it to be, and then try replace background. There you go. Okay, let's try this one again. Change the transparency first, right click, replace background. Very cool. So if you want to edit your PDF, printable inserts in Canva. That is how you do it. So now I need to go ahead and download this. So I go to Share, Download, and I'm changing the file type to PDF print. And I want all 4 pages. I'm not going to worry about crop marks and bleed because I don't really need that for this insert. I'm not going to flatten. We'll see how it goes. So I'm going to go download. And now I'm going to choose where I want to download this to. And I'm going to change the name for one. Edited. And download it to the right folder. So I'm going to go over here to Adobe Acrobat, which is what I use to print. And I'm going to do File Open. And this is what it looks like in Adobe. And I'm going to send it to my printer. Print. I want to check my properties. We want the best quality. And I want an actual size. Make sure I want to print on both sides of the paper. Flip on short edge. And let's print. All right, so here we go with the printed inserts with the background or the dolls in the background. This is what the monthly pages look like. And then this is the weekly. Now I can tell you one thing that I noticed is that it changed the font in Canva from what it originally was. This is the original font. So I'm going to have to look into it to see if there is a way to get around it changing it. I'm not sure why it changed the font, but it did. So I'm going to look into that. And if I find anything out, I'll make a community post about it. But this is how they turn out, which I think is pretty cool, even with the font change. So what I did is these are the front and back pages as it would print if you print it double-sided. Then I also printed one of each of those pages single-sided. Also, I noticed a color difference in how it printed. These I printed with the best quality and they came out more orangey. This one I did normal quality. These came out more of the tone that you would think they should be, so that you can see the difference. Let's see if I can put 2 of the same together. Okay, so see here, this came out orangey, and where that one is more of a brown color. Okay, so you kind of have to play around with the settings on your printers to get the best print. I would think that best quality would give me the best color, but I don't think it did. I think the normal quality gave me a better color, but I'm just going to roll with these the way they are. So you can cut these down to use in 6-ring binder, on discs, or in a traveler's notebook, or make a notebook with them. In this instance, I'm going to use them to make a notebook, but the basics of putting it together would be the same no matter what. So I am going to just start. Let's start with the weeklies. So I have the one page that's double-sided, the one page that is printed single-sided. Now you could have print anything else you want on this or leave it blank. This would be considered the cover, and then the others would be the inside. So I'm going to fold both of these in half because this is half letter size inserts. And so that would go like that. And then this would go like this. The reason for the page without the weeks printed on both sides is so that when I put it together, I won't end up with half a week on the front and half a week on the back with nothing to go with it. So if I print one that is single-sided and put my other pages inside, then I will end up with a full week in the front and the back. Now, yeah, they look funny colors or whatever, but you get the idea. So if this was stapled together or put on strings in a traveler's notebook, however you bind your notebooks, you would have a full week here. And it's kind of weird because I didn't do it. Let's turn it this way so that we can have a doll on every page. Yeah. So Sunday through Saturday or Monday through Sunday, however you do it, then you get a doll on every week. That's better. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3 weeks. I could print another double-sided page that would give me a month of weekly inserts, but this is how it would look in your notebook or planner or however. So let's do the monthly the same way. I'm going to fold the outside, and then let's see, I don't want her to be on the same side, so I want this like this. And then I'm going to put that inside. So again, we got a monthly insert, and you can put as many months as you want. So that's a full month. Then we come over here to another full month with a doll, and here another month. So it's like every other month would have the same style doll. And you could do more pages and decorate the backgrounds however you want. But that is the gist of it. So you would have a weekly and monthly already pretty much decorated. All right, so I hope you found this helpful. And keep in mind, you don't have to use your inserts with dolls or decorative elements. You could actually fill in your information on your weeklies and your monthlies. Put in your holidays, your birthdays, your tasks that you want to do for the week. It's any number of things, your to-do list. This is just one aspect of how you can customize your printable inserts with graphics. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you may be interested in these other videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.